A black military truck barreled through the mountains, carrying unknown radioactive fluid. Toxic, unstable, and dangerous. A sudden deer leapt in front. The driver swerved, lost control, and the truck tumbled into a swamp below. The barrels ruptured, deadly fluid spilled into the water, vanishing under moss and roots. The swamp absorbed it, and something deep below began to stir. 3 months later, 2 boys, Danny and Tyler, were fishing near the swamp. One reeled in a monstrous, oversized fish with jagged teeth that hissed and snapped. Terrified, they ran, leaving everything behind. Later that day, Tom and Reggie, 2 fishermen, were out in their boat. Tom struggled with a heavy line. The tension released and a massive reptilian creature burst from the water. It clamped onto Tom's head and ripped it clean off. Reggie turned, screamed, but another beast rose from behind and dragged him under. 6 months later, 2 young women, Chloe and Brittany, glided across the bayou on an airboat. Laughter echoed, then impact. The boat flipped. They hit the water. Chloe surfaced, gasping. Brittany screamed as a massive clawed hand dragged her under. Chloe treaded water in terror as the beast rose, towering reptilian skinned, glowing green eyes, bat ears, 2 rows of fangs, and a lashing snake tongue. She turned to swim, but the monster was too fast. It lifted her from the water, tore her in half, and flung her remains aside. That night, 2 deputies arrived at the airboat rental station. The women hadn't returned. With flashlights in hand, they ventured into the swamp. Storm clouds rolled in and over the distant misty mountains. Lightning struck. They found half a torso floating. Spooked, they turned back only to hear heavy steps and growling. One deputy raised his gun. A massive clawed hand tore off his arm. Screaming, he fell. The beast decapitated him in a single swipe. The second officer fled to the cruiser, radioing, "Officer down! Big creature green! Reptilian, oh my God!" The beast appeared at the window. The officer screamed in terror, glass shattered. Back at dispatch, a female officer listened in horror as the call went dead. Trained in biochemical warfare, ex-soldier Chase Keller returned to Jerryville. He'd heard the stories. He met Deputy Maggie Lane, his former flame. "I didn't expect to see you back," Maggie said. "I heard something about monsters." Chase replied, "People are dying. Chase this thing. It's not just mutated. It feels cursed." Maggie led Chase to a voodoo priestess known as the Bio Witch. Her cabin oozed dread. She spoke of an ancient legend. Centuries ago, a voodoo princess wronged and burned alive by colonizers was buried in the swamp. Her soul burned with vengeance. The chemical spill awakened her rage. She used the fluid to summon the beast. The witch said their souls are bound to kill the creature. "You must kill her." She handed Chase a bone dagger marked with blood-red runes. "This can sever the bond." That night, Maggie and Chase ventured into the twisted, storm-wrecked swamp. The trees loomed like giants. The air was thick with dread. At a sunken stone chapel, they found the voodoo princess chanting over an altar. The creature emerged, towering, glowing, furious. The beast attacked, claws slicing air, fangs snapping. Chase lunged with the dagger. Maggie fired her shotgun. The creature staggered but didn't fall. to a tree. The dagger flew from his hand. Maggie grabbed it and charged the altar. She drove the blade into the princess's heart. The princess gasped, then smiled. I just wanted to hear them scream. Her body dissolved into dust and ash. The creature roared in pain. Its form twisted, melted, and collapsed into black ooze. The government covered everything up. The swamp was quarantined. Chase disappeared, Maggie too. But sometimes when the fog thickens and the frogs fall silent, you can still hear the screaming.